internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours in Crypto. Okay, get ready for this one. This is going to be the last time I'm going to talk about this, and that is getting priced out. And after this, you're never going to hear me talk about it because there's no point. The value of XRP right now is trading at $3.50, and the information we're going to go over on today's episode is going to prove to you why this value of $3.50 is dirt cheap, and it is about to get absolutely crazy. And right now we are entering a monumental moment in crypto, and that is why I got multiple trades open. We have a link trade open. We have another one on 2bit. The link is in the description down below. We opened that on live, which is up now almost 1,000%. We have the Sui trade open. We have Axelar open. We have Ondo open. We have Solana open. We have a lot of trades open right now because we are about to see a hockey curve in here. And I'm going to go over exactly what with actual facts. I mean, you can't even make this up at this point. Today's video is late because I've been trying to think of which one should I do first. But I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow in depth because I really want to map it out. The SDK is over. The gates are now open. And now we're seeing exactly what's happening behind those closed doors. What you're looking at here isn't some random crypto chart. This is a whiteboard from a private meeting mapping out the future of finance. And at the top is XRP Ledger. At front, you could see front and center OUSG. That's BlackRock's tokenized US treasuries. Surrounding it is RLUSD. And we very well know that is Ripple's very own stablecoin. And connecting it to it is major institutions like Goldman Sachs, Citi, JP Morgan, alongside something labeled as Nexus 24/7, and that is a real-time connection across networks. So this isn't speculation anymore. This is the architecture that we have been talking about and unraveling this whole time. They're literally drawing the rails for tokenized treasuries, bank-grade stablecoins, and real-time settlement on the XRP ledger. Like, do you see this? And here's the article, right? Bringing Builder, how Ondo leverages BlackRock's tokenized treasuries. And then Ondo comes to the XRP ledger to mint and redeem Ripple's RLUSD. And even when you listen to what Larry Fink says,
crypto is going to play a big role. Digitization of currency, digitization of everything we're doing. I'm a big believer in this. Is one thing that will change Bloomberg even. I believe we're going to be in the cutting edge of tokenizing bonds and stocks. And we have the technology now. The fact that we are now moving forward in tokenization, every bond and stock, is crazy. Yeah. We should be moving towards that frontier. Obviously, there's winners and losers and all that, but we need to be prepared for the tokenization. And it would democratize more finance if we tokenized bonds and stocks.
Ripple is working indirectly with BlackRock, and that is 100%, right? You can't even deny it anymore. And we have been talking about this for years. So tokenized US treasuries are not a test. They're already worth trillions in traditional markets, ladies and gentlemen. BlackRock has put their product, and that is on like RLUSD and XRPs right there, or USG into the diagram. Ripple has put their stablecoin in there, and the world's largest banks are right in the middle. You think this is about crypto speculation? No, this is about liquidity infrastructure at the highest level, and that is why XRP is at top and it is dwarfing all of them. And like I said, this is going to be the last video that I'm going to talk about being priced out. After this, I'm done with it. People look at a $3 XRP and they say, it's not priced out, it's still early. Relax, you clown. No, you are confusing price with accessibility. Priced out does not mean the chart is at an all-time high. It means mass accumulation becomes mathematically out of reach for the majority of people. It means the window to build a real position closes quietly, then it's gone. Here's the priced out actually looks like. Simple math you can't dodge, right? At a $3.35 XRP, And if you have 10,000 XRP, that's going to cost you $3,300 and change. When XRP goes $10, that same 10,000, 100,000. $50, 500,000. Now think smaller, because that is how most people actually buy, right? That are just getting in now. And that is why I tell you guys that you guys are the new 1%. Don't take this lightly. At $10, 1,000 XRP is going to be $10,000, right? This is somebody that owns no crypto. They're going to come here and they're going to bet on XRP right away and not diversify. 1,500 XRP at $10 is 15,000. 1,000 XRP at $20 is 20,000. Basic math, right? This is a lot of money for your average individual, let alone mass accumulation. Mass accumulation is done at $10. It's done at $20. Even catching up becomes fantasy for most of the planet. That is what I mean, priced out. And I don't want you guys to catch feelings. This is just math being presented to you. And I'm saying this now because that next hockey stick leg isn't going to be influencers and retail. It is institutions and institution build floors. You want macro? Like, just think about Citigroup, right? They're calling for trillions by 2030. Trillions. And then you have a consulting company, BCG, right, coming out here and saying 16 trillion. It's going to be a lot of money. This is not a guess anymore. And then you even have Franklin Templeton, right? They have their US government money fund. It's all about to get enrolled. And when you look at stablecoins, multi-trillion dollars by 2030. What happens when that scale of institution money enters? Volatility compresses. Depth appears on every side of the order book. Spreads tighten. Liquidity cycles faster and the floor rises. This is markets 101. Bigger base, lower variance. The same way large cap equities swing less than micro caps. This is finance 2.0. The same rules, but with better rails. So here's the blunt truth, right? Once XRP is at $10, mass accumulation is done. The big players will be building long-term positions, parking tokenized cash, whatever they want to be doing. But just keep in mind that retail will be watching from the bleachers saying, I will buy the dip, while the dips get shallower and more expensive. And if you're listening now, this is not to scare you. This is to push you to get strategic while it still matters. If you believe the institutional wave is real, then you already understand time is not your friend. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be positioned. And one last perspective to check, and I'm closing this topic for good. Just think about it. About 1 million wallets worldwide hold more than 1,000 XRP. About 390,000 wallets hold more than 10,000 XRP. So your goal, if you're just getting into this ecosystem with $0, should be 1,000 XRP. You're not early. You are rare. And that window narrows every time the price moves. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But once these markets, when institution comes in, we're going to see these markets anywhere between 10 trillion all the way to 100 trillion. And these digital assets that are in the top 10, right? Whatever comes more demand towards it, it's going to pour into these digital assets. There isn't going to be a new one, right? These all, the utility drivers here are going to go ballistic. And I know in the short term, people might not see it, but many people miss a lot of things, okay? And I do appreciate every single one of you guys that have followed us on this journey. It is incredible. Like I've said before, I couldn't have done it with a better group. We are so intelligent. It is monumental. And I'm not trying to stroke your ego at all. And I want to go over right now short-term price action for XRP. There is a lot of liquidity to the upside. Okay, and that means people getting liquidated because a lot of people have shorts on XRP. And right now, those shorts are outweighing the longs. And we're talking a big swing. We're talking 420, 440. Okay, and right now, if we look at the 8-hour looks very strong in an upward direction. Okay, they might do another flush, but just remember, every time the value of XRP goes up, right? Let's say at 320, people like jumping at 325 with high leverage, thinking this might be the pop, and then it just dumps on them. Okay, but I think it is now ready. A lot of people have been, they've been targeted. So if we take a look at the 4-hour candle, it's undecisive, but we are in for a big move. We are going into Monday. I'm expecting a very, very bullish week, but take advantage of the 2-bit. The link is in the description down below for the deposit bonuses. But like I said, we are going to see a monumental move. We are just now days away. And I think we're going to hear, I know, we're going to hear a big event coming this week. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Not from me, but you'll hear it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And goddamn, I can't believe we're here. So sorry. Sometimes I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes, isn't it crazy to be a part of this? Some of you guys may think this, like, it doesn't make sense or whatever, what I'm trying to say, but like, it's crazy. Sometimes I go watch my previous videos and it's just, it's sad. It's just so sad what was being said back then and some of the comments, and just even now, but the truth here, like, when XRP does go to $100, let it be. We're always going to hear noise, but we're going to quiet down, right? Like, when XRP goes to $100, I'm not going to be doing videos. I might do videos. We're going to be much, much bigger. We're going to be doing much, much bigger things.
That is my base case.
And I've heard you say that in 21 years, it's going to be at $13 million.
That takes you to 13 million a coin.
13 million a coin.
13 million a coin.
At 29%.
Every Bitcoin you don't buy is going to cost you $13 million, my friend.
And I'm so excited that we all did this together. Like, we all, at the end of the day, like, I made the videos. You guys had the conviction. I had the conviction. We were in the comments. Like, it's just a monumental moment. And this next move we're going to see this year, health is wealth, folks. Health is wealth. If you don't have health, like, your wealth is going to be nothing. Okay, so just please work out every day. Even if you don't like working out, just go to the gym for cardio. Okay, do me a favor. If you're sitting there, you're watching this video and you don't do anything, it might be lazy, there might be like a disability advantage or something. Just try to get any sort of daily activity. Even if you're sitting in a wheelchair, okay? If you could, do shoulder presses with like 3-pound weights, repetitions, like, just to keep moving, like, you gotta keep moving, okay? You don't want to be a sloth. You don't want to be a sloth. So many of us will be hit with, very good wealth. We're going to be very comfortable, but I want you guys to be comfortable with the right mindset. So it's 10x from there, right? So with that being said, we'll be back with another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Sunday. Yesterday we didn't upload because I didn't have internet until 2 p.m. and it came back and then it cut off again. So I was kind of annoyed, but I'm on the sidelines right now for these markets, expecting a big move, and I'm positioning myself on Bidunex and 2-bit, and I might be doing it live tomorrow morning or even potentially tonight. This is being recorded around 4:50 p.m. Pacific time.
It's very different, and I've been out in Silicon Valley for about 20 years. The thing that's very different about what's happening now versus the dot-com bubble is the dot-com bubble, it was the institutional investors who were in, and then retail came on top and priced things up. The exact opposite has happened here. You have retail and kind of speculative interest already in the market, and now you have institutional money starting to come in. It's very different, and I've been out in Silicon Valley for about 20 years. The thing that's very different about what's happening now versus the dot-com bubble is the dot-com bubble, it was the institutional investors who were in, and then retail came on top and priced things up. The exact opposite has happened here. You have retail and kind of speculative interest already in the market, and now you have institutional money starting to come in.
It started with a vision, now it's spreading wide. SLT's the token, it's our Degen pride. 24 hours crypto, leading the call. Bringing XRP believers, united we stand tall. First ledger's on fire, trades like the scene. SLT's the movement, power in the dream. From the memes to the moon, we're making it real. 100 XRP, that's the deal. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. This ain't just a token, it's a battle cry. For those who know, XRP will fly high. Salute is the name, SLT the ticker. First ledger's buzzing, trades getting quicker. Building the future, brick by brick. In a world powered by Ripple, the vision will stick. We're more than a meme, it's a movement strong. XRP believers, let's prove them wrong. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. 24 hours crypto, the captain of the crew. SLT's the anthem, for the bold and true. Through the dips and the pumps, we stand and fight. Believing in the ledger, in the dawn's bright light. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. So raise your SLT, let the world hear the sound. XRP believers, we're Ripple bound. From the memes to the charts, the vision is clear. Salute to the future, the time is near. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.